My favorite thing about Dear Leader's multi-million-dollar military parade today is the fact that there are currently hundreds of thousands of active duty service members and their families living in military housing absolutely riddled with life-threatening black mold. Truly, I am just overwhelmed with gratitude that the Commander-in-Chief is prioritizing his little strongman birthday soiree when there are tens of thousands of military children drinking poisoned water at the bases their active duty parents are stationed at. I mean, nothing shows support and gratitude for our active duty service members quite like tanks on the streets and fighter jets doing loop-de-loops over the Potomac while military wives bathe their babies in water tainted with jet fuel. As the wife of an active duty service member myself, I know that being given the opportunity to watch this little parade from the dilapidated that they're currently stationed at across the nation makes all of that sacrifice for their country really worth it, you know? Sure, you aren't actually able to attend the parade yourself due to being active duty and all, and sure, your barracks has exposed wiring hanging from the ceiling and walls that are literally crumbling down around you, but minor issues like basic quality of life and the health of your entire immediate family are easy to set aside when you remember that true patriotism is making sure the commander-in-chief who never actually served at all gets his big, flashy parade. I'm sure that I speak for all active duty military families when I say thank you, sir, for prioritizing what's really important and not getting bogged down by petty issues like veteran health care or service member quality of life. And I'd be remiss if I didn't take a moment to recognize all of the loyal patriots who make up the president's base as well. Thank you for not getting distracted by trivial matters like a sharp decline in veterans care after the president and his billionaire ex-BFF unceremoniously fired thousands of VA workers, or the diverting of hundreds of millions of dollars meant to improve service member quality of life programs to instead be blown on a manufactured crisis at the border, or the leaking of classified information about troop movements which could have gotten deployed service members killed, and instead focusing on what really matters, cheering on the president as he kicks out service members who have served honorably for decades because you think their gender identity is icky. Thank you for saying nothing as the president revokes the visas of Afghani translators who put their lives on the line to serve alongside our soldiers in Afghanistan, only to now be deported back to what is almost certainly a death sentence waiting for them. Thank you for co-opting the deaths of the 13 service members at Abbey Gate, despite your inability to tell us even one of their names without doing a Google search first. Truly nothing says you honor their ultimate sacrifice and the permanent grief that their loved ones must now live with, quite like weaponizing their deaths while ignoring the fact that the Afghani translators who work to keep them safe are now being sent home to be executed. So here's to you, patriots, and here's to you, Mr. Trump. Thank you for the grand display, for the tanks and the fireworks and the ego stroking. Thank you for proving once again that support the troops is just a slogan and never an actual promise.